Felix "the Cat" Mitchell created one of the biggest criminal organizations in Oakland's history. As the leader of a heroin empire, Mitchell was Oakland's first large-scale drug kingpin. He threw lavish parties, bought expensive cars and jewelry, and he did it all before his 21st birthday. Felix Wayne Mitchell Jr. was born on August 23, 1954 in Oakland, California. Growing up poor in the 69th Street housing projects, he decided at a young age that he would have to do whatever it took to pull himself out of poverty. When still a teen, Felix Mitchell dropped out of high school and assembled a crew of drug dealers and street criminals, which he named the 69 Mob, or MOB, which stood for My Other Brother. Together, they would control drug suppliers, drug runners, and dealers throughout California, Detroit, and Michigan. In the 1970s, heroin use surged, hitting poor inner-city neighborhoods the hardest. Dealers openly sold to drug addicts walking on the streets or pulling up in cars. The constant cycle of addicted users kept the cash coming in for Felix Mitchell and his associates. It's estimated at the height of his reign, Mitchell was earning $400,000 to $1 million a month in drug-related income. His lucrative business afforded him the luxury to live the high life. He spent millions buying expensive European cars and flashy clothes, and also donated large amounts of money to local charities and youth community programs. To some in East Oakland, Felix Mitchell became an idol, seen by the youth as an example of how to hit it big if you're young, black, and poor. However, all his money and notoriety came at a cost. For more than a decade, Felix Mitchell fought for control over the Bay Area's heroin market, engaging in deadly turf wars with competing drug lords Harvey Big Wiz Wisington from the Funktown USA gang and Milton Mickey Mo Moore from the Family. These violent and frequent turf wars caught the attention of federal agents in 1980 when 6 gang-related killings occurred over 3 days between Mitchell's gang, the Mob, and Mickey Moore's gang, the Family. In 1985, after a lengthy federal investigation, Mitchell was arrested and convicted on numerous drug and tax evasion charges and sentenced to life in prison. A year later, on August 26, 1986, just days before his 32nd birthday, Mitchell was stabbed to death by a fellow inmate at Leavenworth State Penitentiary. His funeral came a week later and gained national attention.
Meanwhile, the man authorities believe was behind a decade of Oakland drug wars was buried today, and
thousands of people lined the streets to pay their respects. The funeral procession included 4 Rolls-Royces, several limousines, and a horse-drawn carriage that carried Mitchell's bronze coffin through his Oakland neighborhood. Even 30 years after Felix Mitchell's death, his story is still powerful. To some, Felix Mitchell is an urban folk hero and an innovative entrepreneur. To others, Mitchell is a false idol and a destroyer of his community. Either way, Felix Mitchell remains a notable face in California's history.